You can tell we've got a Mercury retrograde coming. That's all.
Yeah, it's weeks away, but yes, it's.
I don't know.
We're in for some interesting times, I do feel.
Weeks away.
Yes, weeks away.
I don't know. It just feels balmy. It feels balmy.
It's been crazy for a while.
Oh, this is so considerate. Never mind then.
All right, so yes, we have our back door shut, but the neighbor is mowing the lawn right under our window, but he's oblivious that we have Elevensies.
Yeah, well, you don't need to know. That's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
It's all good.
Hello, Sass. We have a new personage. Hello. Yay! Welcome to our crazy late morning show, Elevensies with Lisa and Anton. I'm Anton.
And I'm Lisa, and I'm hanging in there.
Good morning, Gilda. You're feeling some better this morning.
A little better.
This.
I've been battling a lot of
wars
yeah, I've had a swollen knee and a lot of pain in my knee. It's been crazy.
The balloon, you poor thing.
So I've been gimping along and surviving, but you can tell in my face that I'm not my jolly self.
Perilously close to a sense of humour failure.
Yeah.
Which is never good.
Not my jolly self.
Never good.
All right. So we usually talk about our story and ourselves on Friday. And
Fantastic Fridays.
I think I'd like to start out today by saying that Anton and I are both children of much older parents.
We are, yeah.
Right?
You know, but people are having kids later in life now. But it was kind of rare back
my
then.
Mom was 42 when she had me, and I think your mom was also over 40 when she had me.
They were both 40. Yeah, my parents were both 40 when they had me.
So they were kind of like parents for that generation in a sense, you know, as people were having kids in their 20s and grandchildren in their 40s.
You know? Yeah.
So I always, and my dad was 48 because he was considerably older than my mom. So kudos to him for going out there and playing baseball with me when he was in his 60s, you know. But he was a great dad, and I had a fantastic mom too. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about that because this week has been very challenging, you know. Anton and I are very much a team. We work very hard, and both of us will do whatever job needs doing, you know. No, honestly, like...
Well, you work hard. I sit around with my thumb.
He'll jump right in there and do indoor work, and I'll jump right in there and do outdoor work. So we're a good team. We work together. We get stuff done. And it's always hard when one of us can't do it, you know.
Well, yeah.
So this week was pretty difficult because I was, like, planning how I was going to get from point A to point B. So there wasn't a lot of work being done, let's say. But I think that he did all right, you know. He
well, I didn't burn the house now.
Double up on things. And I think that I just...
No animals died.
One of the main reasons we do Elevensies is to try to be supportive of people.
Yeah.
And help and uplift people.
Yeah, it's not you against the world. Not just
and there
you
are a
yourself.
lot of people who are suffering or who have been suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just want to tell you not to give up.
No.
Because if you give up, you're not going to get anywhere. Even though some days it feels like, WTF, really?
Yeah, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, definitely.
So my mom always said, in the end, there are two kinds of people, and you have to decide which kind you're going to be. There are those who lie down and get run over, and there are those who continually stand up and fight. You better pick. And that's pretty profound because sometimes you just feel like, I have to lay down. And that doesn't mean you're giving up. You know, sometimes you can lay down to regroup a little
You've got to. Honestly, we keep telling people this all the time. If you can't look after yourself, if you can't care for yourself, you actually can't do anything. You can't care for anybody else.
Right, you can't pour from an empty cup.
You know, you are the most precious resource you have. And if you break that resource, if you break the mechanism with which you are so wonderful and help so many other people, you are doing nobody any favors, least of all yourselves.
Right.
You know?
Right. So I think that one of the other really great things to recognize is you can fix anything. The only thing you really can't fix is dead. So fix something before
Yeah, before it takes you
Before
out,
that.
probably. That might be an
But,
idea.
sometimes things look overwhelming and you think, how am I going to accomplish all of this? And then, you make your plan.
Mm-hmm.
The plan doesn't survive contact with the enemy.
No,
because,
no plan ever does.
Again, the last thing the dark wants, is another light worker. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts.
You're doing a lot better.
But I think the key is to just, then break down A into parts and do what you can of A. And if you have like 4 or 5 parts to A and you think that's still too overwhelming, break down one of the parts, and just so you feel like you've done something.
Yeah. And take time to step back and give yourself a little pat on the back and say, hey, that looks good.
We got that finished. We did
excellent.
that.
And those tiny little accomplishments, they're like little battles in the war, and they'll bring your morale up. They will.
Yeah.
Just, even if you can think of nothing positive, before you lay your head down at night, write down one little thing on a piece of paper, hey, I made somebody laugh so much they nosed the coffee or whatever. It doesn't matter, something good about yourself.
Right.
So when you lay your head down to sleep, your focus is on a success, on how you did good, not on, oh, woe is me and how difficult everything is, Energy follows thought. We keep telling you guys that. What you focus on comes into focus. So focus on the little victories. Focus on those little things. Even if it hurt like hell to get there, focus on that little victory. And it's such a great way of hoisting yourself up.
Yep, one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 hour or a minute at a time.
It is one act at a time, one thought at a time.
And
it's just all you can do.
And it's funny because a lot of people say, oh, well, they're so lucky. And we do feel very blessed.
We're very privileged, undoubtedly.
And we've adopted some of the things from our parents, like our blessing before eating sometimes is just a simple, may we never have less,
Indeed.
And I think we are very blessed, but I also want people to recognize the fight that we fought.
Oh, yeah,
right?
and it continues.
We work hard every single day, even having to be still with my leg up. I'm typing, I'm making lists, or doing something that I could conceive as positive to move us forward.
Yes.
Notes for the next meeting, or having a Zoom meeting from bed with the video off. So I had 2 meetings this week. I had the church.
Well, you like Yoko Ono?
Yeah, well, I am an Aquarian, so is she. I had the church board meeting from bed, and a strategy meeting with the Celtica fundraiser from bed. And she was like, "Oh, where's Lisa? There's no video." I'm like, "I'm in bed."
I'm hurting.
But again, it's like, don't give up.
It doesn't do you any good if you do. Honestly, it doesn't. It's, we all get knocked down.
Jen says, you guys are in my head again.
Oh no, what did we do now?
I don't know. May we never have less.
May we never have less.
Count your blessings. Okay, so there are ambitions. I mean, obviously, Anton and I have plans for world domination, and wonderful plans for the survival of the Stuart tradition and craft of the wise and all that kind of stuff. So don't ever give up. You're always going to be learning and growing, but do count your blessings.
Oh, please.
And please. Like Anton was saying, take inventory of how hard you worked that day and what the successes were.
Pat
and
yourself
then
on the back.
Look at the loss and say, did I miss something?
Ooh,
did I let somebody derail me? How could I make this better?
Well, see, now there's the key. You're focusing on your things that did, let's call them another learning experience.
Another lesson.
Another learning experience. It's great if you learn. Yeah, if you continue to repeat the same actions and expect a different result, I have to tell you, that's a psychosis,
Mm-hmm.
So if we learn something from, what does it say? Good judgment comes from bad experiences, but
I don't know.
It's the other way around. I've somebody help me out here.
Experience is what you get when you don't need it anymore.
Well, that's very true. But yeah, but bad experiences come from poor judgment. So it's interesting. You learn this. It's this cyclical thing, where you didn't quite figure it out first time. Use that as a learning experience, not as like, oh, why me? Why is everything have to go to hell in a handbasket? It isn't that. You can go, oh, well, if I'd have done this or I'd have done this, this would work out better. And you use that information, test and adjust. Use that in your part of your feedback loop. And bygones are bygones. You cannot stop the water that's gone under the bridge. You really can't. Right. But you can say, oh, I could have done something better.
I'm laughing at Raja, who is the biggest cat we have, trying to fit into one of the smallest cubbies on the cat.
He's achieved it.
He has, but
he's achieved it. If we had another camera, I'd show you. It's like this big head poking out of a teeny hole.
And it's true though. Count your blessings or see your achievements.
Absolutely.
For an example, if you're on a diet and you have this goal that you want to reach, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds and you've lost 30 pounds, and you have a day that just drives you off the rails, and you have alcohol and ice cream and everything else that's not on your diet, and you gain 2 pounds, you've still lost 28 pounds. So don't kill yourself, reset, and now you only have, like 22 pounds to lose instead of 50.
I have a weird approach to dieting though, because that to me, I struggle with the concept of that, because it's like, I'm going to deny myself this. And I would much prefer a kind of psychology where I can enjoy this, I can do this, I can do whatever, I definitely need to get more active and shed a few pounds, without doubt. Quite a few pounds.
But don't beat yourself up for things that you see as setbacks. Take a lesson from that, gain in the experience. Melanie says she thinks she has a PhD in adversity, but making the list of good things is excellent practice. And I think that's true. That's what I'm trying to say. No matter what it is, like if it's financial goals and you found that you had an emergency and you had to spend something that you saved, you could put that money back and just be proud of yourself that you had that money saved for the emergency.
That's what I was going to say. Be proud that you'd actually covered that contingency.
Yeah.
And that's like awesome.
So you can apply this to pretty much anything. Count your blessings, But make no mistake, Anton and I aren't here because of luck.
Well,
we are here because of work.
Well, when you consider how ridiculously unlikely it was for us to have got together in the first place.
Yes, my dear, but that was magic.
That was magic. Yeah, that's magic. So, Sass, listen, we don't do readings on.
It'll be next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
We apologize. We backed up a week because I was incoherent a couple days ago.
We were at the orthopedist with a knee and all that sort of stuff. So, hang on until Wednesday evening, 6:30 next Wednesday, and yes, then we'll be doing readings for people. So, but fantastic Friday. So yes,
we
inspirational
usually spend
stuff.
a little time talking about our story, and I think it was magic. Now you could say it was luck, I suppose, but there was certainly intent and work.
There was intent. There was definitely intent.
And then once we met, there was definite work. And
neither one of us has sort of specified it would be handy if they kind of lived somewhat accessible to one another. There was that small...
Lives nearby was not on my list,
when you meet your soulmate 3,500 miles away, it's like, but it was... one day, we should we have got this huge book. Well, certainly Lisa has, because she's kept it. She's far more studious than I am when it comes to
sentimental.
I'm a bloke, and I can't even relate a conversation I had with somebody 2 seconds ago. What did they say?
Right. When I showed my niece Kathleen, I showed my niece the ad that I answered on the dating site, and it's crazy.
I bet it doesn't exist anymore.
It's crazy. And when I read it to her, she said, "But Aunt Lisa, that's you." And I said, "I hope so," and it worked out.
Kind of cool. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, and other people might be wondering why Anton is dressed in kind of an odd scrubby T-shirt today.
Roger wants to put an appearance and climb up on me today. Yes, I'm wearing black, so
he has to rub himself on you.
I obviously need a dose of orange fur all over me. He's somewhere. I don't know. He's coming around the other side. He's lovely. He's chuffing huge, though. I don't know if you can get him. This guy is massive, and he's such a drooler. Here he is. This is Raja. He's our orange puss.
And he is
such a gentle,
Look at the contrast in size between him and little Skittle.
Oh, but he's lovely. He really is. He's a good boy.
Why are you dressed in scrubby clothes
because today, myself and Mike, we're going to be working on the sign outside the store. We've done a refresh of our sign, and with a spot of luck, that's going to be arriving Monday. But the actual frame that holds it is in fairly sorry shape. I don't know if any of you guys have seen, if you're around New Paltz or what have you. One of the exuberant fellows, having had a fair dose of whatever downtown late one night, decided it'd be a good idea to swing on it and actually broke one of the 4x4s underneath the ground. So it's a little bit floppy on the one side of it.
And the lights are a little wobbly.
Yep, we're gonna be dismantling that, and we managed to get a second mortgage to buy the lumber to replace it. Oh, the price of lumber now.
Sign.
It's insane.
Crazy.
It's insane. So,
yes,
but I believe the price is coming down.
Heather says she did notice, no tie-dye today.
Well, I'm going to get mucky. I'm going to get mucky. So that's the way it goes. So I'm off to Lowe's to go and get, because I thought I'd got everything, and of course I've forgotten the flaming post fix. The stuff to set the posts in the ground with. So I've got to go and pick some of that on the way in, and we'll establish. Lisa will put her leg up somewhere, and she can work outside with a computer, sit on the porch. It's a lovely day for it.
If worst comes to worst, I stay in the car if I can't get up the steps.
Oh, no.
It's really not funny.
We'll try and get you there. I'll have to give you a fireman's lift.
Oh, we got to make some bread now.
Oh, no. But, yeah, we... we'll take some pictures maybe, and we'll show you what we do. And I might take the GoPro and stick it on my head, and you can watch my attempt at... Budget and Scarpa DIY channel. There was an English comedian called Kenny Everett, and he played this. Oh, what was his name now? Was it Reg Prentice? One of his characters he had, and he was the most inept person with this DIY show. It's like he was forever injuring himself.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
Chainsawed his hand off, all kinds of crazy stuff.
He's like,
it was kind of like Tool Time at Saturday Night Live.
It's very funny, man. I don't even know if Kenny Everett's still on this planet, but very, very funny guy. He's definitely funny. But yeah. So hopefully it's not. I think we'll be all right. I mean, Mike's got some experience in construction, good lad, fortunately, and I'm a former Royal Engineer, so I'll have a go at anything.
You can just blow it up if it doesn't
We're
work.
not going to... No, we are not going to be doing any explosive demolition, I assure you of that. We're simply going to remove it from the ground.
Heather, it really depends on how I do today. I'm going to take it slow and easy because I'd really like to be there at Circle tonight. But if by then my leg is going douche, douche, douche...
we'll do the best we can. That's all we can do.
I don't know if hobbling out to the Circle is going to be something I can do.
We should bring the little computer, the other
computer. We have to bring our computer because there'll be some Zoomers. Yeah. All right. I think it's time for card of the day.
You do? Oh, gosh, we haven't even said anything today. We've just been witching. We talked for like half an hour yesterday.
We've given a lot of really good insight and positive feedback.
Yes.
Just keep fighting. Just keep working. Just keep doing.
Just keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. That's the important thing. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked over.
So Jen says she's going to hide in the shop and keep out of the way.
You really? Jen, you're casting aspersions.
She's going to keep out of the way so she doesn't get...
Danger men at work, is that what you're trying to say?
All right, come on. You pick a good card for today's reading.
I picked a fantastic one the other day. Let's see what we get. See if this is a good, fantastic card. It's all about you. I'm going to say, because you're not, just for those of you who don't know, a dear friend of ours, Christopher Hughes, love him to small pieces, exactly the right amount of wrong. Head druid of the Anglesey Druid Order, great author, fantastic. Produced a tarot deck called the Celtic Tarot, or Celtic Tarot, I don't think it's got that in front of it.
Peoples on it.
Beautiful, beautiful deck. Strongly recommend it. And Lisa was asked if she would be the Queen of Pentacles.
So it's a big joke now.
So
but what's even weirder is I've always identified with this card. And when I read, even though it's supposed to be an Earth card, I read it as the Aquarius card. So it's really interesting. And my handle when we were playing a game was Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Minstrel Boy and Queen of Pentacles were playing a game. And then Christopher chose this for me. And it's the Dawn, D-O-N.
Yeah.
But when I read this card as a one-card reading, I like to tell people to look inside. That a lot of times we spend all this time searching outside of ourselves, and look where she's looking. She's got all her wealth of knowledge, her riches, her security, her safety, her nutrition, everything in her own lap. So she just needs to know how to pull that forward. So today's reading for this card, for me, for you guys, is look within before you look without.
Gilda just said exactly that. Go within.
Go within. Look within before you look without, because you might be missing something you've already acquired.
I would concur entirely with that, and just the wisdom with Doreen Valiente and the charge of the goddess. If that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without yourself. So this is so profound card.
And there's also
a lot of, because we're talking about self-reliance.
Self-reliance. And there's a little rabbit that's almost hidden, this little orange rabbit. So some people use this as a fertility card. But I think that
it's fecundity, isn't
if we look at animal medicine, Pam's here today probably, rabbit is about releasing fear.
Mm-hmm. And quick action, and very quick.
Count on yourself a little more than you've let yourself count on yourself, because you're doing all right.
Oh, realize you're doing better than you think you're doing. That probably is something, because we all beat up on ourselves, I used to do an awful lot of self-deprecation, but I had to give it up. I was no good at it. So yeah, seriously, stop beating up on yourself. Little pat on the back. You've got it. You can look within and be incredibly self-reliant. So this goes hand in hand with what we were talking about today.
Yeah.
So I love it when stuff like that just
it's like magic.
It's like a magic. It's kind of magic. It is. But that's what happens when you live magical lives. It's just
may we never have less.
May we never have less. And thank you so much. So we're going to have a busy day.
And I'll see you guys on
I'll
Monday.
Show you some pictures of what we do, and I'll show you what the sign looks like. So even if I only get to do a little before and after kind of thing. Yeah, we've got to. Yeah, people have a propensity to want to swing on our stuff. I don't know why. It's Nico. Gilda says, "Thank you both. Feel better, Lisa. Stay safe, Anton." What are you? Well, not that terrible.
At least he didn't say what could possibly go wrong. That's
a chuffing load. But no, it's all good. We'll make sense of that. But yeah, I'll try and for you guys. I will take some GoPro shots today and show you what it's like. Because our sign, we haven't changed the sign much, but we've changed it in a very subtle way to really make it pop.
But hopefully it'll be more readable, because our place really is like platform 9 3/4. There are people who come in and say, I've lived in New Paltz 20 years. I didn't realize this was a store. They come in and say, oh, this isn't an antique shop.
Oh, no, I had a couple come in the other day and I was like, oh, this is an antique store? No.
Well, the building is antique.
I might be getting on a bit, but
right, well, we're over 50, so we're classified now as an antique.
I'll get out.
But we really do, it's kind of a joke, but it's like platform 9 3/4. You only find it when you really are meant to find it. And again, the number's 180. So you walk between those pillars and turn your life around.
It's about the size of it.
That's our little handle there.
It is.
But you find it when you're ready to find it.
Mm-hmm.
There have been people who have been sent that said they drove up and down Main Street several times and still couldn't find it.
Well, it's the Purple House.
It's the Purple House. So I've been on my quest, and I've been asking people when they come in now and say, oh, this is my first time here. How did you find us? And one person actually said to me, well, the house was purple. I had to come in and see what was inside.
Well, and you know what? We got a purple iMac coming as well at some point. We get the one downstairs to
upgrading a little bit of equipment.
We've got it.
Upgrading our website. We're working on a lot of stuff.
Much to do.
There's so much going on.
So much to do. Yeah, and so we'll just sit on our bums and do nothing. That's what we do.
Well, that's what I feel like. I've lost a week. At least I got 3 loads of laundry done.
Hey, you actually trusted me with a load as well.
Yes, I did.
I didn't shrink anything.
No, you didn't. I didn't let you wash my clothes though. You had to wash his own.
I see. Thank you for the incredible trust that you place in me, dear. That's so good to know. Listen, the house is still standing. Yep. All of the animals have got all their bits and bobs. Yep. It's all good. Nobody... Yeah, we managed.
The chickens were pretty insulted that I wasn't collecting their eggs, right?
Yeah, apparently. Sparky, good morning, and Wendy, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining. The chickens. I nearly starved the buggers apparently because
I feed them a lot more greens.
Hello.
Yeah. Is that Raja now?
Of course, it's Raja. They, you do feed them that. Like, because I thought, well, this tray, because we've got like organic spinach, we spoil them. Our eggs cost, I don't know how much.
$500 a dozen.
It's insane.
If you divide everything we've put in,
it's insane.
But we feed them organic greens, and one big thing of greens only lasts me like 2, maybe 3 days, and this is 5 hens. But he was like,
no wonder there was.
We're going to need chicken greens, and he's like, "Oh, we've got plenty." I'm like, "We can't."
Just give him a handful. I don't give him half the bleeding container. I mean,
well, if they were out free ranging, they'd eat a lot more stuff.
Well, they'd eat us out of house and home if we let them loose on our vegetable patch. Now Raj wants to come up there.
I know. I'm all covered in orange ears.
Well, that's
all right. So you've seen.
You met Skittle. Well, Skittle we had to put away this morning because
she's misbehaving, so she's in solitary.
We think a burning cat is not a good look for YouTube.
She's having time out. There's another fountain and food bowl and cat box.
We'll let her out
and
now.
cat scratching post in the laundry room for timeouts.
Timeouts.
That's where she is.
She's in kitty timeout. So yeah, she'll yeah. Candles and cats. That's one story we could share with them one time.
Oh,
Candles
do you want to tell it today? Or
Go for it. Then
right.
It's one of my first experiences of actually doing. No, Raj, because I'm sorry.
Magic with serious people. So
yes.
It was our little close group of people that we had formed a little group, and we'd been working magic and teaching and doing stuff, and so this was back in '99, I think. 98.
It was probably 98, the end of 98.
So I had a space in the loft where we used to do magic, and we're up there, and my little orange cat Clarice.
She was lovely.
Oh my God, she's very, very special. I still miss her. She would always want to be present during any kind of magic. And if I was doing magic with a door shut, it'd be one of these paws under the door. So we were
the door
we were doing candle magic, and each of us had a little candle, and this was in the old days when we could sit on the floor, So we were sat on the floor and we had the candles
only 20
going.
years ago.
Yeah. And we're all deep in meditation, and all of a sudden you hear in this cute little English voice, "Excuse me, your cat is on fire." And I thought, oh my goddess. So she had really, really long hair, and she had walked too close to one of the candles, and thank God he had his eyes open, and thank God I wasn't a crazy overreactor. I was able to catch her and pat it out before it got anywhere near her skin.
Stop, drop, and roll.
But wow, did it smell horrible, burning hair. And if anybody had said, "Oh my God, Mama," and she had run down through the house, she'd have caught the whole house on fire with us in the loft. But yeah, so we have tons of those kind of stories.
We have this little book of quotes somewhere. We keep saying that should be one of the quotes. Your cat is on fire. It's not something you often hear. Yeah. Excuse me, your cat is on fire.
Yep.
Well, she was.
Oh, God. Our first store manager, Guy, who I'm still friends with on Facebook, and he comes in once in a while, he used to keep a quote book of Margot's because...
the Reverend Mother, she had some. She had some priceless ones.
So, he would keep other people's quotes too, but hers were the best,
She just burst out of a door and say something and then just disappear behind it again.
Yeah, that was great. She was cool. She used to read in my room and my room is purple now, our room where we read on the converted porch room, but she was in there first and it was pink. And yeah, it was funny as hell. Forever.
Did he just count, or was he the count?
Oh, I'll tell that story another day too. And then, then she moved into the room, the little blue room behind the desk, that the wall is shared with the bathroom. And that's why her name is on the bathroom door, Margot's office, because she used to claim that she spent more time in the bathroom than she actually did in her reading room. And then one day she said, you call me the Reverend Mother, and my family's very religious. She said, I have a great idea. You can cut like a little door here, sort of like a confessional, and I can just sit on the toilet and do my readings, and the person can sit in the room and place the cards, and then I'll just read from in here. And I said, no.
She was scandalous. I loved her. She's like everybody's favorite grandmother.
Oh,
you just
my
didn't
God.
expect her to drop the F-bomb, though, did you? She did frequently. So, oh bless. We've had our life has been enriched by some incredible people.
Oh, my God.
You'd have to count her as one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We've got some really great
Yeah.
memories.
So anyway, listen, we reminisce, and it's half 11.
Oh,
We've
gosh.
done our card. We
It's
better get
time
on.
to get
We better get going. We've got a ton of stuff
ton of
to
work
do
to
today.
do. Yep.
And look, it's a spam risk. We should just put them live on YouTube and see whether we should accept the extended warranty. What do you think? Maybe next time. No, we'll do it away. All right. Thank you
Peace. Have a fantastic
very
weekend.
much for watching it. Yeah, have a brilliant weekend, and we'll see you soon. And I will try and take some pictures today of
before and after.